Fleshchild. That's a video game that isn't discussed much, or often, and even less by those that know it. Fleshchild was an indie video game planned to be released by Bleat, or Bleat Dev, and was only in a prototype stage. Okay, I'm gonna level with you here. I don't have that much to go off of here, so this video is gonna be short, more so than even I'd like. But continuing. Fleshchild was an indie game released in 2011 by Bleat Dev, planned initially as a Yume Nikki fan game, which is a game we'll discuss next on day 2. Fleshchild's development steered away from a Yume Nikki fan game after Bleat expressed interest in making a standalone game, or at least that's what I know. Her other game, The Looking Glass, if I recall that's its name, which also remains unfinished, was planned to be a Yume Nikki fan game. Fleshchild takes place from the perspective of Viz, who is a fleshy organism that looks like a floating ghost yet is pink like a baby mouse. And the rest of the species is unnamed, but we'll call the species Felius Carnus. That's Latin for son of the flesh, if I recall. After Viz journeys to the hospital with a huge Statismo Sciences sign, which, ironically, according to Google Translate, in some language, Statismos means nutrition, so I guess nutrition sciences. Anyway, after sneaking under a few doors and finding a keycard and unlocking one door, Viz breaks into a sinister study room. In 2 jars filled with green and pink fluids respectively, there lay the brains of a man and a woman. Here is where the Viz amalgamates into 2 characters, Vice or VC. Vice is a male, while VC is female. For the sake of player choice, I'll just continue to call the player character Viz. After returning to the starting area and having a talk with Viscerif, or the Flesh Mother, aka the being that awakens you at the beginning of the game, Viz retreats into a sort of recess center meant for sleep, as Viz remains still inside a bubble. Viz dreams about their day, awaking in the hospital, and so on and so forth. You can find effects here like Yume Nikki, but the only difference about this part from Yume Nikki is that much like the real world, you can't return to the dream, so to those that are interested and want to play, explore thoroughly. I cannot stress it enough. Anyway, on night 2, which the title card for night 2 I have forgotten, Viz awakes and goes in search for a limb. The head. I'll leave this part purposefully short. So, after shall we say politely lifting the burden of a head from a man or woman, Viz returns to the hub and dreams again, which after Viscerif notes that Viz slightly becomes more human in their emotional and physical responses, and finds that both delightfully odd and wonderful at the same time. On night 3, Viz goes out and searches for arms because idle hands won't do. Yeah, I get it. I'll shut up now. Yet again, I'll leave this part purposely short, Viz discovers a pair from an unfortunate worker trapped in a museum. Is that a saw blade? Uh-oh. Good old Viz returns to Viscerif and dreams again, to which the game ends here. A couple of things to note here. I have purposefully left the gathering of limbs part of the game short as I don't want to trigger anyone. If you're mad at me, well, too bad, I ain't gonna do that. If you're that damn interested, there's more than a few playlists of people who've played the game and haven't censored those parts. Just something to note. The parts of people playing is typically from earlier YouTube videos, so expect, I think, anywhere from 2011 to 2018, because that's when the game was finished. Another thing is that you can find the soundtrack as well as its beta on YouTube, which I have borrowed from and will credit at the end. Both the current title screen and Viscerif weren't always present, as in some older footage I found, you're just told that you can't enter Viscerif's domain in the early versions, which literally didn't have any connotation, so it was just that place you couldn't go to. And the previous title screen, which you've seen at the start of the video, resembled more or less a typical RPG Maker game menu before becoming its own. Using the modern menu, I think Bleat planned on Viz to only have an upper body, as the Viz characters don't have human legs, but they do have a torso. VC also wears a skirt, which is an impressive attention to detail design. Anyway, now this is the end of an unfortunately short video. Just a couple of things to say. I've attempted to use completely video clips as background for the video, so I hope y'all like it. Also, a special thanks to the channel Ni2SO4 for leaving her stuff about Fleshchild up, and a thanks to Nitro Rat for making a video introducing me and many others to Fleshchild and 3 other games. And a special thanks to Bleed for leaving all her things about FC up, as well as the soundtrack maker for leaving their soundtrack up. Anyway, Fleshchild is a great game, and while I have no links to let you play, I would recommend playing. Seems cool. Anyway, bye. I've knocked out this entire script in one recording session.